Hello everybody and welcome to episode 5 of my Beastmen Let's Play. Now we're just ending turn at the moment. We've been building up a little bit and we've just smashed Karl Franz, who sent an army down here in our previous playthrough. We do have a herd at sea as well who's coming back up here, who's just been picking up wreckages in sea, who is being chased on his merry way by various factions for quite a long time. We're bringing some of the Bretonian Crusaders from Southlands, whatever this island, top end of this island is called, from Araby, back to Bretonia at the moment. My other herd has been levelling itself up quite nicely and is ready to go back into a raiding stance. We've got various Gore herds there now and Ungor herds as well still. We're also slowly making them all cheaper, which is quite good, which means that it's not costing as much to maintain a big herd there now. We're going to swap back to raiding stance for the time being and just see how things are going for the moment, just to try and build ourselves up again. It's quite odd playing Beastmen. I think I've always played Beastmen too aggressively. It sounds daft. I know you're very aggressive in battles and you're wandering around raiding the place, but I've always wanted to just be constantly attacking people. So we now get more income from raiding settlements if I take a settlement. Now, I think theoretically I can... No, I've only got one population surplus, so I can't do much. So let's switch these guys back to a raiding stance. Now, let's get this one. The Gaze of the Dark Gods. That's 10% extra, sorry, 20% extra raiding income. And an extra 10% from settlements as well. Oh, we also have that one. This takes one turn and then we'll swap onto that. So we do have the money to do it at the moment. This herd's going to grab that boat and then start heading up. So that's an extra 5k, which is always nice. Get 700 from here from raiding. Yeah, so we're doing nicely. It appears to have a little separate bit here, but it's not. It just looks like the map is split a bit. I think this is just saying that he can... he is dying. I need to get him to shore soon. So let's end turn again. At the moment, I'm doing really well by just sitting in this territory and raiding. So, I don't feel I really need to be doing much else just now. I'm probably going to get pushed out by them at some point, but for the time being I can just raid here to my heart's content. I don't need to be too aggressive. Now, the thing I do want to keep an eye on is you do get growth from destroying settlements, and I just want to keep an eye on him to make sure that he's not losing out on that growth at the moment. Oh, I'm right in this whirlpool. I might have killed this herd off. However, with the armies chasing it, that's hardly surprising if I have. He's just going to make a beeline for shore next turn. So, but no, as I said, I'm doing better than I expected to do. I would like to get that other herd ashore and start building it up. That is going to be tricky with all of these armies following it. But you can see they are all losing troops, so that's not the end of the world. So we're going to have Gaze of the Dark God. Chaos stirs. This is just telling us that chaos are coming, which I'm not necessarily upset by that, because I can be friendly with chaos. Let's get him to shore ASAP. I'm not sure he's going to make it. Right, let's check. How do I check the growth we've got? So we're not doing terribly. How's this place? I could always go. Let's start wandering up this way. I want to see how much I'll get from raiding here. And if I'm not going to get a reasonable amount, I might just knock here over, then pull back. The chaos corruption here is slowly creeping up and the public order is terrible. I'm going to grab this one because while it adds chaos corruption, it also buffs up my research time, because as I go through these research tech trees, you can see as I go through I slowly lose more and more Oh, that's nice. Missile damage one is very nice. But you can see, so it slowly lowers the amount of research speed, my research speed. So I do want to push those out as often as I can. That's another end turn. I'm not sure what this herd is doing here. It's just stood there. It's not even, doesn't even appear to be raiding. So, I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's just standing next to that place, twiddling its fingers. And here they come to chase me a bit more. This is so weird. Because he certainly could have attacked me then. It's just weird how much they are desperately chasing me. And as I said, I think the AI, considering that the Empire sent an army right down here, I think the AI is a little bit terrified of Beastmen herds. Because the fact they've charged people so far, if they come ashore, I'm going to move my main horde down actually to deal with them. Because if they come ashore, they're all quite badly hurt now, so I can probably cut them to pieces actually, which would be quite useful. And this horde's got quite a lot of growing it can do at the moment. And so we are ashore.
Khazrak.
So we're still getting reasonable from there. So actually what I might do is I may well smash this castle and push on a bit, because I want to start upping my growth again. Okay, so we've got that one. So horde recruitment capacity, evasion chance in the beast, extra experience, melee attack for lords. Okay, that's good. I do quite like this. Let's have a quick look, because these are also quite good. The extra replenishment. So I'm actually going to grab the replenishment now, because it means I can get my armies up together longer. So he's got a lot of surplus population. So we're gonna pull him in and get him safe. Potentially we're gonna use our Beastmen herd here to smash these guys if they come. They just disbanded all of their armies at sea there. Okay, that is not what I was expecting. Or have I just lost sight of them? Oh, had they just lost sight of me as well? Which means he's going to disappear off into this territory, and well, he's just going to set in camp there and start building up. Why is he still taking attrition? Oh no, here they come. So they were still at sea, and they're all landing here. Now this is going to be a fun battle, because I am just going to charge these guys, especially if there's only two of them there. I'm going to send my main horde, my main herd, right after them to try and smash into them and deal with them.
Khazrak.
So I can move a little bit. So he should now be invisible. And he is going to move here to stop them intercepting. And he's also going to encamp. What does this one mean? I kind of wish I knew what this... We do have various weapons and things to equip, so I'm just going to equip him up. Because he's still taking... I think he's diseased or something at the moment, which is the green. But I can't see anything on him which is telling me what's going on. At low bestial rage. I'm not sure. I don't know what this means. I think this might be an error icon. So I might have to just keep skipping that. Any of you guys know what it means, please tell me in the comments. I kind of want these guys to come and attack. I kind of wish I'd not put him in. Because if they come and attack me, yeah, I've got a good chance of ambushing as they come. So let's see. So they are moving. Oh, that is perfect. Oh no, they've declared war on me. What a terrible thing. So that's perfect because Brion is just going to get hammered again this turn. Let's see where these guys go. They're about to get themselves ambushed. Oh, it's failed, but they've been forced into a battle. So while they know I'm coming, I've got an entire herd, and they've got a few archers and spears. So I think I've got this, guys. I probably could have autoed this actually quite easily, but it's going to be fun just surrounding them with my war herd and destroying them. So I'm not at all upset by this battle. A nice aggressive, straightforward charge. My gore bulls should just be able to shred into them. My gore herds even. When we finish loading. So no, this is going to be a nice attack here. And then we're going to re-smash that settlement to get ourselves a bit of extra growth again next turn, which has just been settled. That really was the worst thing they could do there, because they've obviously sacrificed troops to build that town. Take a gamble. So my gore herds can go in the middle and pop some spears on the edges. Not that I really need to worry about that. These guys can all start forwards. Minotaur's off to one side. They're not attacking. And here comes the herd. Now they'll start attacking.
Beastmen! Whipshot! On yours! Fast!
And let's get our charge on.
Left claw! Left claw! Ah!
Got a few debuffs. We've got a nice wind spell here. Let's smash that through these guys. I'm going to miss a bit there. Oh, what a spell! And they are shattering. And here it goes. My Minotaurs are smashing through. They are just... These guys are getting completely routed. He can't move now while my Lord finishes him off. And it's over. So that was a complete massacre. For, 46 for 300. I still lost a few guys, but I absolutely shredded them, which is what you want to do, to be fair. Now, lots of their archers escaped because they ran away. I completely decimated some units and I killed their lord. Then I killed Andreas Leandros. He got massacred there, so that's nicely done. Let's take the unit replenishment. And we've actually completely smashed that horde as well. And these guys are coming down to help us now as well, which I don't really need. And that'll hopefully have upped our bestial rage a bit as well. Oh, is this? He needs more bestial rage. Do they start taking damage if they're really low on bestial rage? Is that horde slowly falling apart? Okay. I don't want to take negative growth. We'll take that one. So, quarrelsome. Lead to severe attrition. So that's why he's got attrition. So I need to start upping his array, his bestial rage. So let's make sure they're involved in this battle. So we're just going to encircle. I'm going to move this guy forwards to make sure he is heavily involved. We have got a little bit of levelling up here. Just have a look at the other end. Is there anything else here I want? Horde growth. But we're going to take the raiding one first. And we're just getting this because we're starting pushing our way up into the next line of spells now. This is a nice easy auto. Let's defile this because I want the growth. Soon get a Razor God Chariot. Is that really worth it? Gives me a lot more armour, more speed, but everything else drops off, so I'm probably not going to bother with a Razor God Chariot when I get to that. I think that's telling me that he is really low and he's taking too much attrition, so it's something to pay attention to. So I want to start upping his bestial rage as well, which I can hopefully do through some good old-fashioned raiding. This isn't like Chaos, because Chaos you can just leave an army there in encampment stance for as long for a long time, whereas obviously these guys you can't. So this is something to force you to move. So actually having one sailing around at the sea was a very bad idea. Don't you dare. He's gone into a hidden encampment. So I'm going to move on Castle Khazrak now, whatever it's called. Then I'm going to smash that. Then I'm going to move up into Pavillon. Recruit a Bray Shaman. That does mean I'm gaining. Right, we're going to do this. Oh no, I'm not going to do that. That's a bit too risky. So he can stay there while you are raiding and you can pull up. How many turns is it going to take us to build that? No, I'm just going to do a quick auto on this. Oh, I did lose a bit of my herd, but that's not the end of the world. And we're going to loot and raise the 9k. Because we've already got the growth going on. That didn't help him enough. Oh no, that has helped him massively there. Right, I want to start pushing into the Horde growth here as well. And next turn we're going to pop into encampment stance with him, just to start building up a little bit again. Okay, so that's nice. That should have sorted out that other horde for a little bit, so I can just take it a little bit easy now. I still have good income. I've got lots of spare gold from those two settlements I've smashed, and I can afford to move on and potentially hide myself away for a little bit until I'm ready for my next bit of plunder. My next bit of plundering. I want to be careful of Pavillon with that army there. I don't know exactly what it entails, so we're going to hide away in here for the time being. I can still potentially even completely avoid them. I could go up into the dwarf lands, though I don't particularly fancy facing off against the dwarfs, or over to the border kingdoms over here, over here. Okay, so we've done nicely there. We've got a nice bonus. We've got a Bray herd following us around, so I'm going to set a target for you. You can go and hit Quenelles. I'm going to do a little bit of unit merging here while we recruit. That is very good. How much do I have? I've only got 4. So I'm going to grab this one so I can grab a Bray Shaman. And we're going to do a little bit of recruitment as well. And some extra archers to get us back up to 6 archers. You can also swap into your... See, he's really well off at the moment. He can push himself right up to the top. And you can also do a little bit of recruitment. Okay, and let's end turn while we start recouping our losses here. That Bray herd is going to charge off past us. It's probably it might get itself killed, but then I don't really care if it gets itself killed. fact, I might even send it to King's Glade. Hit the elves a bit. So these Grey herds, they're like little extra herds. You've got some command of them, I think, so I guess I can either just use them for defence. I could have kept them around me just to give me a bit more defence, though I'm charging them ahead just to try and keep these guys a little bit occupied. And, you know, even if they throw themselves at there and don't take it, the thing is I don't necessarily want them to destroy the city. So we've levelled up our Bray Shaman. It's a nice buff, so let's take that. So we're going into a few more gores here, which is going to start making this army cost a bit more. I'm going to leave this guy off recruiting for the moment while he starts levelling up, and then we'll start pushing forwards. And we've lost our Bray herd already. Oh, it is still my turn. I thought it ended turn. So yeah, so one more turn of this, then we're going to push forward and start raiding in Quiel. This place. And we'll push forward and start raiding there. I'll probably try not to stay too close to the city, because I don't want them to be able to come out and double time me. I'm not that fussed. I can join that war. The other herd is up there. But the war herds are doing a lot of damage around here. You know, we've destroyed quite a lot of territory, so and we've ravaged the lands. So I'm quite happy with what we've done. But it is now definitely time to start moving the herd on. Oh, and he's pulled back, which is perfect, because I want to raid in this territory for a while before I move on. So he's just staying in a hidden encampment lots. Okay, and we've gained the trait, so we're better at ambushing.
Khazrak Asagwith. Khazrak Show.
Okay. You can give him one of your Ungor herds. And you are just going to go and hide away a little bit again, and let's end turn here. And we're both going to start raiding through this territory again. I could do with upping my units a bit more, but for the time being I'm happy with them as they are. It's going to be quite tactical, a lot more tactical with this than I expected on the battle map, because obviously some of these factions, if they were to throw everything at me, I'd probably be in a little trouble. So I'm trying not to cause too much trouble, annoyance to them. I'm definitely annoying them. So here, for example, I'll have to pay attention to what that army is doing. But if I can stay away from it, I can happily raid this territory for a while before I have to worry about it. And I can potentially even raid through it, then move on. And certainly with larger people who are at war with lots of people. It's quite regularly when I've got a Beastmen herd in my territory in the game, I don't always worry about it if it's in a nice secure area. I might just kind of shuffle it along with other armies. We've upped our replenishment rate a bit. And we take them on to up everything else. And let's switch to raiding stance. Now that lowers everything else, so what I really want to do is get him raiding into another territory. At the moment I'm just raiding to keep his ability up, and to keep his grey herd, to keep this up, his bestial rage up, so it is going up at the moment. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching guys. We are going to be ending this here, so because we are at 30 minutes again. Now I'm going to be trying to pop one of these out a day, as well as one of my one of my dark elves videos a day. My other one will probably alternate between Skaven and Lizardmen for the time being, though my Lizardman campaign is probably not going to be taking too long. However, that might change because I do work, and there is a lot of work going on at work at the moment, unfortunately. So thank you very much for your time guys, and I hope you've enjoyed watching.